Hey, ¿qué onda, gente de YouTube? Les habla Drago y sean bienvenidos a la parte número 17 de la guía de Metal Gear Solid 4. Estamos ahora sí en el Metal Gear Rex y es donde les dije que la parte esa se va a poner muy buena. Así que bueno, vamos a empezar. Espero no cagarla porque en serio sí va a ser bien fail esto.
Check it out before you get started.
No me mata.
The machine gun's overheated. We need to wait until the barrel cools down.
Está montadillo ahí. Oh, fuck. Huevo, no es un mierda. Entonces subimos por acá, a ver, esto por aquí, a ver. Sale. Vamos. Está. Uy. Ay, me van a matar. No, madre. Ay, de tiempo, chingado. No me he dado cuenta. Porque aquí no tengo vida. Fuck. Oh, ya salí. Qué bueno. Salí con 2 minutos de anticipación. Ok. ¿Y Raiden qué le pasó? Ah. Y...
What's that?
¿Quién viene? Puto Metal Gear Ray.
It's not over. Not yet.
Dirigió guarro, vas a ver, cabrón.
Liquid Moses, where our fates were born, and where yours ends, Snake.
Cállese. Bien. cambiar de arma.
Let's finish this, Snake. Ray may have been designed as a rescue, but you've got me on your side. You can't lose. Crush Ray and liquid with it.
Ah, no, pendejo, por morro, tú solito, güey.
Snake, behind you.
Muy corrado manejarlo así.
Good job, Snake. Keep it coming.
Jódete, cabrón. Puto. No, muy vergas, cabrón. Me dejas chingar que tu destino y... No mames,
Nice one. Now get close to
¿dónde estás, hijo? Ven para acá.
missile.
Muévete, muévete. Hubiera estado. Ya te sé lo que hizo. Ahí viene. Písate, puro por acá, güey. O sea, me voy yo y se regresa, va por el otro lado. O sea, ya decídete, coño. Órale. Pela. Culero.
Good job, Snake.
Tío cagado,
Keep it
guarro. No,
up.
cabrón, muy verga. Perfecto. Vale. Cabrón. Uy, uy, uy. Chinga, me quitas a la racha, perro de mierda. Ay, Dios, qué coraje. Puta madre, chingado. Me jodió la racha. Bien, sin daños. Verga. Para mi primera vez creo que fue algo bueno. Me ha puteado. Ay, se cayó.
Where's Liquid?
No, pues sí. Otro. Chinga, total.
Snake! Fox. think again. Sorry, but that won't work this time. Behold! Liquid!
No, me negué aquí a que le llegues. Culero, y diciendo, no me atrapas, cabrón. Manches.
This is the liberty we won for ourselves. Outer Haven. And with this weapon, I will destroy JD. Then everything ends and everything begins. But as for you, brother, you'll stay here to mark this island's watery grave. Die, snake!
La madre, pinche viejo. Y ay, ¿dónde está?
Sonny, forgive me.
Oh, Dios, término más jodido. No mames, güey, cuando voló este güey. Cabrón, muérete. Gente le echa mierda a Raiden y de no sé por Raiden este Snake estuviera muerto. No sé por qué le echan tanto. Nada más porque lo usaron en el 2 en lugar de Snake. Oh, fuck.
Jack,
Ya todos sabemos que no se murió.
Yeah, it was in front of Federal Hall. There were all these tourists around you.
They were asking me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists.
The next thing we knew, the tourists had gone away. And a week later, I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence.
That night, we went up to the top of the Empire State Building.
It was so beautiful.
I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning.
Y aquí ya terminó el acto número 4. Vaya, nada más voy a ver cuánto tiempo me tomó. Ok. En terminarlo. Si no le continúo, creo que no me tardé tanto más. Así el de media hora. Apenas voy empezando, mejor le continúo. Guardar partidas, sí. Vale, ok. Y ya sigue el último acto. Creo que está cortito el acto este. Fin. Yo nada más quiero que llegue a la pelea final, en la que muero de ganas de jugar. Ok, otra vez. Intro largo.
Haven is headed southward through the Pacific at a speed of 33 knots. The Missouri is falling behind at a rate of about 2 nautical miles every hour.
Can't this thing go any faster?
I'm afraid not. This is as fast as she'll go. Liquid's target is JD, a U.S. military satellite disguised as orbital debris. Oh. Haven will have to surface in order to use the railgun.
If we can figure out JD's orbit,
There.
we should be able to predict where Haven's gonna surface.
JD is in a synchronous elliptical orbit, so its next perigee should be in,
Got it! 15 hours, 6 minutes, and 12 seconds.
right. In 15 hours, it's going to be over the Bering Sea, 494 nautical miles from the Bering Strait. Haven knows it too. They'll be holding position in that area.
Do they really have to get that close to launch?
The nukes fired by Rex's railgun have a damage radius of approximately 300 meters. The target is a moving satellite that's traveling at 10 kilometers per second. To get the precision they need, they have to get as close as they possibly can.
Liquid won't launch his nuke until JD is at perigee. The Missouri can use that time to catch up.
Will we make it?
Once Haven stops moving, it'll take us an hour to close the gap. After that, the Missouri needs to strike before Haven's launch preparations are complete. This ship was stripped of most of its equipment, and she's got no electronic warfare capabilities of any kind. No radar, no high-tech weaponry. We'll have to rely on our own eyes to track the enemy. From the looks of it, Haven is going to use a railgun mounted on the bridge to destroy JD. You'll need to open the cover to launch the nuke. That's our one and only chance to get inside.
Inside? Why can't we attack it from here?
It wouldn't do any good. As long as Liquid has control of the system, physically destroying GW would still leave supreme authority in his hands. Sons of the Patriots.
Yes, Dr. Emmerich is right. That's why we need to destroy GW from the inside, before attacking Haven itself.
Liquid's very own Death Star.
All right, everybody, here's the plan. We know Haven will have to surface in order to fire the railgun. When it does, the Missouri will see it. We'll make a quick approach and deliver a strike team. Our goal is twofold. Prevent that nuke from launching, and wipe out GW's programming. The enemy relies entirely on electronic means of threat detection, so they won't be able to see the Missouri until they surface. We'll launch the strike team from catapults at the exact moment Haven's armored cover opens. They'll then penetrate GW's physical server room and infect it with a worm cluster.
But what if they shut down GW before we get in there?
Liquid is already entrenched within the Patriots network. He needs to stay there, or destroying JD won't serve him any purpose. They can't afford to have GW shut down.
And let's not forget, Liquid will throw everything he's got at stopping the strike team.
Exactly. The corridor leading to GW is defended by directed energy weapons that emit certain types of microwaves.
Did you say microwaves?
That's right. And at that frequency, the waves will start to evaporate any living person within range.
A giant microwave oven. You'd have to have a death wish to go in there. Sounds like the perfect job for me.
Snake, this isn't the time for your stupid jokes.
Outside the corridor, Liquid soldiers will be out in full force. Inside, there'll be unmanned weapons waiting for us.
Where are you getting all this information? You really think there's a way to destroy GW?
Yes, I do. She left us something that'll point us in the right direction.
Naomi helped with the preparations to stop Haven's launch.
Naomi?
All of our internal data on Haven came from her. The reason she got on the Nomad with us in the first place was to get close to me. But she ended up turning to Sunny instead.
What do you mean?
She left her plan in Sunny's hands.
This entire operation is based on the data she left us.
Whose side was she on, anyway?
We'll never know exactly what her true intentions were. But one thing's for sure. She was determined to stop Liquid.
Come on, guys. Somebody say something positive. Anything.
Attention! Listen up. A wise man once wrote, "The tongues of dying men enforce attention like deep harmony. Where words are spent, they are seldom spent in vain." Any other questions? Yes, Snake?
Anybody got a smoke?
Snake.
So this program, you're saying Sunny wrote it?
Actually, only about a third of it is her work. Naomi was working on a program to destroy GW, but she couldn't quite finish it, so she handed it over to Sunny. Sunny went fishing in my library to see if there was any source code she could use to complete it. Eventually, she found some. It was Emma's worm cluster. She took my sister's code and worked it into Naomi's program. I didn't have time to look over every single line of code, but what I did see reminded me of Emma. It was like she left traces of herself behind in the structure. But this worm cluster that Sunny created, it's even better than Emma's. Sonny's worm destroys the AI's intellect by triggering apoptosis in the cells. Once uploaded into GW, it should do some real damage. Snake, you ever think about quitting?
Why? It's not like I've got my health to worry about.
Are you trying to kill yourself? So, you're dead set on going to Haven yourself. Why don't we get somebody else to go? There's no need for you to do it.
I still have things left to do. Besides smoke. Why don't you jump off the ship with me?
I don't think so. I've still got things to do myself. And I don't even smoke.
Vaya partida tan más larga esa. La escena más que nada. Ok, vamos empezando el acto número 5. Bien. Por lo visto sí va a haber todo un pinche ejército atrás de... Bueno, ahí vigilando. Entonces va a estar un poquito más difícil. A ver cómo se llama. Viejo sol. Viejo, ok. Es porque ya empezaría todo esto. Es que no sé si se tarda más otra vez. Como empezando la misión, el acto de introducción o algo por el estilo.
Vessel at 300 meters and still rising.
And the engines?
No problems to report.
Prepare to go full speed ahead and get the strike team ready for immediate launch.
Aye, aye, Captain.
How long until it surfaces?
About 20 minutes.
Right on schedule. When she surfaces and opens up her armor, we'll move in as planned.
Aye, Captain. Captain?
Yes?
Está bonita.
This is my first real engagement.
I see. Your point?
At first, getting assigned to this ship was a big letdown for me. But the inaction was kind of a relief, too. Captain, I'm scared.
It's okay. I'm scared, too. This is also my first time. But I'm not going to let it get to me, because I'm more scared of what'll happen if I run away. Nobody is going to die on my watch. This ship is going back to Hawaii in one piece. That, I promise.
Right. Thank you.
Como que ha sido teniendo miedo. otro güey con lentes y la cara.
He'll live, but he's in no shape to fight. Best to let him rest.
Right.
Without the system to protect them, everybody's losing their nerve. They say SOP's after effects are so bad that a lot of soldiers are deserting.
The only people I have left to rely on are Marilyn, him.
Kind of an unknown quantity, isn't he?
I hooked him up with a 9ID M82. Fancy meeting you here.
What are you doing here?
I laundered these guys' IDs, then issued them new naked weapons, including that catapult you're gonna be riding. Business has been slow ever since Liquid got his hands on the system. His extra orders stopped coming in. Now that all the weapons all over the world are locked, the only ones still looking to fight would be you and yours. They tell me it's not economical to replace all that useless equipment on the battlefield with my stuff. So I made an extra special trip out here, just for you.
Drebin, do you even have the slightest idea what's going on here?
Of course I do. See, when it comes down to it, the world's like this soda here. Once the bubbles are gone, I ain't got no use for it. It's worth nothing. I'm on the side of whoever needs me the most. You dig? If you need anything, just say the word. I'm setting up shop here for a spell. Enjoy it. Could be your last.
It is. I'm all out. All right.
Looks like that last smoke will have to wait after all. Later.
Hey, here.
Oh, thanks.
You're over there. There.
Snake, can you hear me? Liquid's warship, Outer Haven, is a modified version of an Arsenal gear model stolen from the Patriots. Inside, it's crawling with Irving and other unmanned weapons. According to Naomi's data, Haven is crewed by a battalion of enhanced soldiers, each called from the best the PMCs have to offer. If Liquid succeeds in destroying JD and gaining control of the Patriot system, he'll make Haven his flagship, and his PMCs will spread like wildfire across the globe. And then, Haven's armed subjugation will begin.
Captain, Haven sighted.
Prepare to fire, main gun!
Madre, qué chingada.
Listen closely. This is our last chance to stop Liquid from enslaving the planet. Meryl.
Ay, no mames,
you hear me?
huye.
It's time. Time to do your duty. Remember, no matter what happens, I'll be with you till the very end. You are my pride and joy.
Railgun is exposed.
There it is. A naked nuke.
Let's finish it, Snake. Let this be our last battle. If we're responsible for Liquid's sins, then the onus is ours to bear.
Right.
Enemy moving to intercept.
Maintain full speed!
Se van con todo para
Failure
joderse
will
los
spell
estos
doom for the
cabrones.
human race. You've got to stop them from using that railgun. Then annihilate GW.
Fire!
Target hit. Light damage.
The enemy is returning fire.
Pero no le dio que esta cosa me da. Es otra.
All hands prepare for impact! Brace yourselves! Now!
Me voy, ahora sí. Güey, a los pendejos los aventaron. ¿Y dónde cayó? Mamones, como si fueran objetos. Bueno, gente, las escenas, igual como siempre lo ha pasado en esta guía, han abarcado casi todo el video. Ya vamos igual para 35 minutos por ahí. Entonces, aquí le voy a dejar empezando el acto. En la siguiente lo voy a abarcar y a ver, igual, si no me jode otra vez otras escenas que vayan a ver ahí. Pero bueno, ya aquí acabó, empieza el acto 5 y en el siguiente ya empiezo a jugarlo. Espero que no me maten y me vaya bien porque con lo que han estado diciendo en las escenas de que va a haber un chingo de enemigos aquí en este barco, entonces sí va a estar un poquito difícil. Pero bueno, gente, espero que les haya gustado este video. Aquí me despido, cuídense mucho y nos vemos en la siguiente parte. Bye.